Awesome.
There's your
Too
explanation
much
of Bull Rush.
information. Information overload. Information overload. Very sad. I currently only have one monitor.
Oh, that'll be rough.
Agreed.
I'm not sure if his skills are right. Let me double check that. Nope, they're not.
Hello.
Bonjour.
Okay, not everyone's here. Be right back. Be 1 second.
Dicks. Dicks,
Yeah?
dicks, 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 dicks.
Sticks.
Lauren says, hey, that's her line.
Aw, too bad she's not here.
For all the dicks.
Oh, hey, Darb.
Yes, sir.
I actually got to play my 3.5 game yesterday. And I made a. Have you ever seen what a Warforged is?
No.
They are sentient constructs that gained like intelligence and self-awareness and like basically they're from a certain campaign book. But just imagine Groot, but with metal plates stuck to them. You know, as being like fucking just Vin Diesel mixed with Groot. like actual Vin Diesel, like a really tall, like 7-foot tall, bald guy, but like wood with metal plates on him.
Okay.
We recently just leveled up, and I was able to turn him into there's a prestige class for him. Turns him into a juggernaut. He like no longer is like human like. He doesn't want to be human. So instead he turns himself back into a construct, and I'm immune to fucking everything, and I get like a plus 18 to bull rush. And I've basically every single time anything comes around a corner, I bull rush it into the wall and stab it. It's quite fun.
Sorry, I'm trying to get Thomas's skills lined up correctly. Numbers aren't coming out even, and I don't know why.
Yeah, where was that plus 6 coming from?
Oh, I don't remember. I already fixed your shit.
I no longer have the macro.
That's because I named it better.
Oh, Night Kiss and Short Sword.
Yep.
All of the brackets I don't understand. What the fuck?
What?
So I went into my character sheet and went to my skills and just like copied the macro stuff for the spellcraft check so I could make a macro of it. I'm trying to
Mhm.
understand it because that's what I do when I look at code. And it's just like, oh, let's
Oh,
just
actually, the
open.
way you should do it is mouse over the button and see what that says. Because that's the shortcut name.
How do I get to my character sheet?
It'll be on the right-hand side. There is a thing that looks like a newspaper up top.
Gotcha. I think. Oh, Tom's the bull. Hey, stuff. Oh, I
Yep.
can read about myself too.
Yep.
The party met him. Nope, that's a wrong accent. The party met him in Fjorisha forest while he was being grappled by a session vine. You saved him. I've been Scottish all morning, so I have to work on getting back into really racist Russian accent.
Can you put us in a place where we can select our token so I can see if this works?
Oh my god.
I'm being so needy, I know.
Can anybody else see me on my webcam?
Well, I have it turned off, so no.
Okay. I don't know. I had no idea what we would be doing, so I may get naked at some point, and I just want everyone to be aware that if they can see it, they should speak up.
You can go into settings and turn that off on the right.
No, I'm cool with it. It's you guys.
Alright. I think Roll20 runs a little smoother if it's not trying to process that stuff, but
Fair enough.
So you're a dirty rotten liar?
why is that?
Because this roll button, I typed all that what it said, and it doesn't work.
Spellcraft?
Oh wait, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
My computer didn't type a curly brace for the first part. Nope, still isn't. What the fuck? Work, bitch, work.
There should be an asper stand after that. at the end.
Ampersand?
Yeah, that. What the hell?
What is going on? Like, yeah, this looks exactly like every other check that I have. Like, with
Wait a minute, why are we back in the bar?
Just a second.
he was just giving me a spot to check stuff.
Twist, you never
Oh, I
left the
should check.
bar.
It was all a dream brought on by hallucinogens and our alcohol and our bacon.
Yeah, it really does not want to do spellcraft.
Worked for me.
Oh yeah, great.
Do it for mine now.
So love all these ones.
What the hell did you
See?
do?
I didn't do anything. Like, it worked if I
Jesus.
hit the button on my like next to the skull. If I hit this like the little dice next to spell, it works. But as soon as I try to type that into a macro, it's like, what? What is this? Okay, delete that. Add a new one.
That is pretty weird. Huh. Let's verify that that's your token. That does not make sense.
Nope, it really doesn't. Wonder
I
if
don't
it'll
know.
work for something else.
I don't know what you did, but you broke it.
I broke it. No.
Does knowledge nature work?
Yeah, everything else works fine.
Did you edit the code in the on the skill section?
Well, no, like in the skill section, if I press the button, it works fine. So I didn't. Like, that works.
Huh.
Yeah, see? It's so weird. I wonder, let me try a sense motive one.
That's really pretty strange. Anyway, back to fixing Thomas's stuff while I wait for other Ryan to show up. Because Thomas's skills are all foobarred, and I can't figure out why.
Yeah, sense motive works. Spellcraft just doesn't want to work.
It hates you.
Yep.
Did you add like a space at the end of when you were messing around with the macro text? Did you maybe screw that up?
I don't think so, but I can check. Or I can try to check.
I'm just gonna copy
You
someone
make
else's
Thomas stronger,
spellcraft.
yes?
I'm
That
gonna
works.
paste it into the ears and we'll see if that works. Alright, try it now.
Okay, making sure that works. Yep.
Boom!
Now. Wait, that's
Oh. I was excited.
not it? No? Just making sure, like, the button worked still.
That's bizarre, man. I don't know.
So weird.
And you've like deleted that and put it back several times.
Okay, be right back.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can interpret some of Thomas's stuff from the data I have. Oh, it makes so much more sense now. Okay. Acrobatics, 1 rank with -4. Yes. Climb, 1 rank. Climb should have a total of 8, really? That's not what the front page says. Interesting.
Hey, Doc,
Yeah.
this is what happens when you roll too many ones.
I'm not gonna get to that for a little bit.
That's fine.
Alright, Thomas's skills should be correct now.
Fantastico.
Hey, Walker, are you there? Hey, Tanner, do you have Excel on the computer you're using?
Was that to me?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't ever messed with it, but
Okay. Because some of us are using a spreadsheet to do all the math for our characters, and it's pretty nice as far as like spell buffs and stuff. Probably not gonna wade through it tonight, but I can send you a link to that later.
okie doke.
Just need to get a hold of Doll at this point, and then we can go.
Plugging in a monitor. Give me a sec.
Oh, okay. If you want to shoot Doll a text for me, that'd be awesome.
I really need to just give you his number.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I feel more complete now.
2 monitors is important, man.
It's so important after you've had 2 monitors for a while, you just can't go back.
I'm ready for 3, personally.
At work, I've got 16. I don't know what to do.
That's too many.
That is too many. There's 4 in front of me and like another like 9 or 10 on the wall. So it's like
I think
14
that
still.
depends how big they are, actually.
They're like 20 inches each.
That's always important how big it is.
That's what she said.
Shazam!
So it doesn't look like the Roll20 API can support modular arithmetic, so that's a lame.
Can't
That's
support what?
modular arithmetic.
Hmm. Not yet, anyway.
Correct. Not currently.
Did he text you back?
Nope.
Hmm. Well, well, do you guys just want to start without him, or what?
Up to you.
Not really. I mean, it's. I'm just here to have you guys have fun. If he's not here and that'll still be fun for you guys, we can go. But
Well, I mean, I wouldn't want him missing any major plot development. Like he comes back and suddenly we're like fucking colonels or some shit.
yeah, no. There. I mean, you guys are right in front of a pretty decent plot arm, but
Well, I mean, I figure we could start if you wanted to just do like some flavored text and walk around a bit, just to do something instead of sitting here not talking.
Perhaps. Yeah.
I second that.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay, just a sec. Let me wrap up what I'm working on.
Hey, Darp, quick question.
Sure, what's up?
Is it a good thing that I took those gems out of that man's butt?
Well, you would have found him one way or another anyway.
They just happened to come from his butt. All right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably should make sure that I have those in my backpack. Oh yeah, no, I think I put those in my backpack or on my back and stuff. I gotta be running out of room in this fucking backpack.
Didn't you give the gems to Ryan? So that, or Cycle Mara, so that he
I
could
didn't.
look at them?
I didn't give them to him.
Oh.
I just showed them to him. I think I gave him a list of the scrolls. Those shouldn't be in my inventory, but I don't know if they're in his. So
They are.
tell you, they are. Okay, I'll take
Yeah,
them off.
he wrote them down in his inventory. Or at least I'm 90% certain he wrote them down.
Never hurts to keep a copy.
Crap. I'm gonna go get more cereal. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner of poor champion.
I think I'm gonna say if he's not at least like replying to somebody by 9:10. So here in 3 minutes, we're just gonna go ahead and get started because 40 minutes late. So
Yep.
it says he's online on Steam, so that's kind of odd.
Did you poke him in Steam already?
Yeah, multiple times. I've been talking to him all. Well, I've been sending him messages all day,
Hmm.
and he hasn't replied. So.
Weird.
Yep.
Oh, drippy basement.
Yep.
We really got to call in a contractor about this.
I don't even want to know what the hazard pay would be like for that. Killer monks, necromancers, assassin vines.
Yeah, but they're all dead and or fleeing, which probably wasn't a good idea for the necromancer. Then again, we all believed him.
All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and get started here, and I'll just control his character for now.
Okay.
Hopefully we can get a hold of him, but if not, oh well, he can watch the YouTube. Alright, so when we left off, there was a door to the south that Kirik missed you guys opening. You guys kind of peeked in the room and then decided that you shouldn't move any farther without him, and so we grouped here. So it's up to you whether or not you want to continue down the hallway we're standing in, or if you want to backtrack to that door that you just opened.
You mean the door in the very first part?
No, there's
No,
a
there's a
door,
door, like
it's down here.
Wait, can I actually walk down there, or is that okay? That's
Yeah,
a wall,
totally.
so it's like down here somewhere. It's apparently dark.
Yeah, you don't have a light.
Beetles.
1 second. I'm bringing a beetle.
Wait, you should make him follow me. Pair him with me.
Just follow the beetle.
He's good.
We found this door.
Well-trained beetle. Ah, oh, that door.
Yeah, but we decided that going into the other place would be more interesting.
It's up to you
But you
guys.
were gone, so we waited.
Ah, beetle. Let's go in the creepy, plugged-up part of the crypt. I'm sure that's fine and safe.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
I see no
Famous
issue with it.
last
Brumar
word.
go first.
So as you're advancing down the hall, there's a low, ominous hum that starts. It almost sounds mechanical.
I try to understand
I
what
don't
that
know what
hum
it
is.
Rolling perception?
Sure.
Damn. Wait, Gowan. Oh, the drunk guy sees.
Strength. Strength and beer.
Okay,
strength and
so
beer.
yeah, you guys all hear that ominous rumble, and you're very certain it's coming from the room up ahead. It seems to be getting a little bit louder as time goes on.
All right. Oh.
Hey, everybody,
Stargate.
there's a thing up here.
So
I
you
mean,
can definitely
proceed.
tell now that the center of the platform is where that low rumble is coming from, and you actually see the rune in the center of that begins to open like it's a door.
Is it like bright, or is it like it's just a door opening?
Yeah, it's like a trap door in the floor, but it's shaped kind of odd. Like there's not like hinges or anything. It's more like fancy stone panels that are moving out of the way. Does that make sense?
So an iris.
Yes.
Now, can I look down it?
You can try.
Well, everyone, I'm gonna just step onto this platform
I'm gonna look down it too.
right there, and very carefully look down, and be awful at it. Oh my God, why? I haven't rolled above a 6.
So everyone who steps onto the platform takes 1 point of damage.
Cool.
You get kind of zapped with electricity through your feet.
So this
I
is
assume
an
that
iris.
4 is the beetle's health.
Oh,
Wait, why
what
is
was-
one of them two and one more four?
Did you hear that
That's
too,
just the way it
Dark?
happens. What, him glitching out?
Yeah.
So the doors finish opening, and a figure begins to emerge.
Oh shit, here we go.
Ah.
What the fuck is that?
Looks dead to me.
So a figure is standing there with a long sword between his legs, like both hands on it and the blades down on the ground, like he's just posing there, kind of like the
Is it
statue
like the
behind
statue
him.
behind him?
Yes. And his eyes are glowing, and he just starts to kind of look at all of you. He doesn't move yet. He just looks at all of you.
Can we talk to him?
I'm gonna try to see if I can understand what he is. And I think that Brian's character would also roll a
Yep, he
knowledge
sure
check.
would. Just
Well,
a
I've got
second.
knowledge dungeoneer, so let me fail at rolling that and be all upset because my guy sucks. Where is it? Hold on.
That's
Wow.
a good roll.
Okay, so Elithis believes that this thing is
Awesome.
undead, so he doesn't know anything about it. Dungeoneering. That's an interesting choice, but with a 4, I can't really give you anything.
Don't worry, I'm not expecting anything above a fucking 6 tonight. It seems.
So Cycle pipes up once you guys are all there. Once you guys are all kind of looking at this thing, looking dumbfounded, you all turn to him, and he says that this is a Cairn White, and basically it's an animated corpse that uses a longsword, and that they're created. They're sometimes created by societies to guard crypts or important places, and that they're pretty dangerous. They're vulnerable to resurrection magic, and they will summon new whites if they find a recently deceased corpse. And let's see, there's one more thing. Oh yes, they will drain your life force if they touch you.
So are they like the guardians of the dead?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm curious what
Well,
it's guarding. Can we ask it?
I'd imagine I probably wouldn't talk, but I guess.
And you know what? Since he rolled a 24, he goes into a little more detail about what the followers of Nethys would have used these for, and he says that it's sort of a security system to stop people from stealing from the graves.
Security system not work too well, apparently.
Well, it was buried.
Okay.
Hmm.
This big motherfucker, he
Well.
can break through wall.
I'm gonna talk to it. I'm gonna be
Go
like,
for
hey,
it.
there have been grave robbers here. Do you know anything about
Yeah,
that?
but
He just kind of stares at you dead-eyed, and then he looks right at Cycle, and he goes, "You have stolen from us."
oh, son of a whore! He stole the 200 gold pieces.
We should return it then.
Son of a bitch.
In the character of Cyclemare,
I knew this
I would
happened.
totally be like, want it back?
And there's nowhere to hide in here. Great. Let's go.
We just
Let's
run
go
back.
out of here.
um,
I'm gonna stand back and let Psycho Mara talk to the scary dead man
Yeah, what
about what
exactly
he
do
did.
we need here anyways?
We need to not have our asses handed to us by fucking ghost.
That's not a ghost. That's corporeal. That's a fucking
Corporeal
zombie.
ghost. He's fucking undead. Scare the shit out of me.
so I'm guessing combat's about to happen.
What?
Give him the gold.
What do you guys think Cycle would do at this point?
Cycle would ask him if he wants the gold back and then give it back. He says yes. He'd keep it.
We can maybe
Right,
run
if
back
we
to the
fled,
grave and return it.
would the creature attack us if we started fleeing?
I don't know.
I mean, exactly what do we really need here? Are we gonna be digging up a grave?
Well, no, Cycle took 200 gold pieces from a crypt last time we were playing, thinking it was going to be all well and dandy.
Right. So let's just return it then. Or is that up to
Don't pay
him?
to steal from dead.
I mean, he would, knowing
Is that his
Ryan,
character?
he would give it. Yeah, he wouldn't give it back because
Awesome.
he would give it back only because, like, he would be afraid of the monster.
Darp, what did you do? What did you do? You did something.
What do you mean?
I haven't rolled above a 6 all night.
Wah,
Oh,
wah.
I'm sorry. There's a 12 one. That was cool. My God.
You'll roll really well when you need to. Yeah.
Except for the time I tumbled into assassin vines and I haven't fucking felt right since.
Mm.
So combat's not started yet. I already rolled your initiative, but that's fine. So combat's not started yet. I just have this for the future. What are you guys gonna do?
I say you should hand over the gold and
Yeah,
see if we can talk to him.
So
from
how
there.
does he return the gold? Is he just like tossing it to the white? Is he running back
No,
to
he.
the coffin and putting it back?
He would probably put it on the ground in
I
front
feel
of the
like you
white.
should present it to him and say something like sorry.
Sorry, perhaps. I doubt it understands sorry, but it might be worth something.
So he walks up
Yeah.
and drops the gold on the platform, and the white looks down at the bag of gold, and the bag of gold disappears. It kind of dissolves. And then the white looks around and says, "That is not all that was taken."
Can you
Aha.
elaborate?
He's looking for the gems. I bet he's
Maybe.
looking for the gem.
I look around and be like, hey, who else took something?
Who did else took something?
Keep in mind that this thing has been here buried while the Etherians and the Necromancers have ran around stealing things.
But he
Ah,
can't blame
so
it all
he
on
did-
us. I feel like as a guardian, he should know who stole what.
I doubt.
Pretty shitty guard.
I doubt
Pretty
he's
sure
smart
he's
enough.
undead, so he doesn't
He
I'd
did
imagine-
know instantly
powerfully
who
working.
took the stuff.
Maybe
He
we
knew
can reason
exactly
with
who
it
took it.
undead.
Maybe he just recognized
he's
the
just-
stuff.
Maybe he just has a list and not a list of who stole it.
Mm.
Um,
Maybe we
well,
could reason with him. Like, get a list of what was stolen,
It is
return
an
it back.
undead nightmare that with glowing eyes, a long sword, and the ability to see exactly what was stolen from up to 100 years of grave robbing. I am about 150% sure in about 2 rounds he's gonna come out here and start killing us.
Okay. We should run then.
Why do that? Let's fucking do this. Of course, if it's been scaled for up to 6 people, I'm a little worried. 'Cause they're normally pretty goddamn tough.
well, Psycho
again,
Bear
I
would
wouldn't
probably
know that.
ask, like, what else was stolen?
I'm just in the back hiding. Not that there's actually cover.
You can hide behind the
Since
statue.
he doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone else.
There, I'll do that.
Nice. So he says that much was stolen.
That's lame.
I say we've given you all that we have found. But we will try to return whatever else if we can find it.
So he starts to look kind of frustrated, if an undead can look frustrated.
Okay.
There's a general creaking in his face.
Yeah. He mentions something about not having made the third gift.
Ah. So, guys, while you deal with this, I'm going to go down to that one room you all thought was boring.
I'm gonna start combat now.
Son of a whore.
Oh shit.
Well, even after I attack him, I'm going to be useless this entire combat.
So he picks up his sword and he says something along the lines of, "I've been here too long anyway."
Oh, it's a suicide mission. That's sad, even though he's undead.
So he's sentient. He's not
Um,
like a pre-programmed.
Can you roll initiative for Pete and Bob?
Oh,
Are the
God.
Beatles really fighting?
That would
Why
be
not?
cool.
They're friendly to me. They will protect me.
I don't think. All right, fine.
The giant
I don't know if they'll
cat-sized
do anything.
beetles. They could do something.
Well, actually, no. They'll act on your turn
Okay.
because they're essentially your minions.
Okay.
Okay. So one of the things that Cycle tells you from his knowledge is that the whites were usually made from grave robbers themselves. So this guy is likely somebody who stole and then was damned to guard over the graves for the rest of his existence.
It's pretty fucked up.
Can you check Psycho Mara's thing and see if he's still got that scroll of Command Undead third or Raise Dead?
I don't have the list of scrolls.
Ah,
Yeah,
I
that's
hope he put him down.
that's on his personal spreadsheet.
Okay, good. Because we do have a scroll of Command Undead, so...
Well, if you have a scroll of Raise Undead, then you could really
It destroys it, I know.
do some crazy shit.
Yeah. But no, that's so rare, I doubt that's something we'd ever find.
So it's Zuzu's turn.
Okay, well, I'll use my blunt arrows because I'm guessing it's a skeleton-ish creature.
It's actually, from what you can see, it actually appears to have flesh.
Oh, so I don't have to then. Cool.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I'll just do rapid shot with the longbow.
And both of them miss, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Thomas.
Has died.
I'm sorry. I was looking for my buttons that I had a bunch of buttons up top there for a minute that
If you click your
were
token, they show
shortcuts.
up.
Got it. I'm bull rushing.
Okay. Flood my chat with text.
Oh my god.
32. Damn.
Nicely
And
done.
I did no damage.
Right. Bull Rush is not a damaging attack.
Okay.
That is a
So, am I what? What do I get to attack normally after that?
Bull Rush takes place is in place of an attack. If you'd like to charge an attack, that's a different thing.
I'd rather just walk up there and attack him. I didn't know that bull rush was not a. Yeah. So I'll just.
Bull
move
Rush
up
is
and-
usually for repositioning. So
I
that Bull
see.
Rush would probably push him to the wall.
Damn it! I wanted to make the third gift.
Well, can I renege on the
Yeah.
bull rushing? Okay.
So if
I'm
you're
just
looking,
gonna go up to him and.
if you charge, I think you need. Let me double check. Because charging gives you a bonus on your attack, but you take a penalty on AC. You're more likely to get hit.
I'd rather just move up and attack him.
Okay.
I think though, if you charge, you have to have a certain amount of space before it actually considers a charge.
Yeah, let me put him in a true square.
So I'm just going to power attack with Scimitar and then shield bash him.
Okay. Well, you can power attack, but you can't shield bash because you took 2 steps.
Ah, I gotcha.
Oh, wow.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. You hit.
Yay!
Brumar's turn.
Wait, he seems to have moved. But that's still within 10 feet, so I can use
Yep,
the.
you can hit him from there.
Wait, that's the great axe?
It'll be plate cleaver, his hammer.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I'll just do a normal attack. Power attacks are in range, right?
No, power attack is you take a penalty to hit and do more damage.
Oh. Well, in that case, power attack. Oh, lovely. Oh, well, still did 15 damage for that one.
Yeah, you hit.
How's this guy looking after that?
He looks pissed. He looks not happy.
Fantastic.
Elithus?
I am going to Stormburst. Oh, lovely.
Nat 1. Wah wah. Alright, hold on.
Even still, I would get -4 on that. 'Cause I'm shooting 3 people.
Into melee, yeah.
And through Pete and Bob. Probably gonna kill one of my beetles.
They have exoskeleton. They'll make it.
I really need to bookmark this thing. There it is. So this was a magical fail. Oh, that's kind of mean. Oh well. You are now feeling insecure about your ranged attacks. You take a -1 penalty on attack rolls until you score a critical hit, or actually, I need a will save from you. You can get rid of that. Nope. So -1 until you score a crit.
You mean to tell me he feels bad for missing?
Yeah, he doesn't feel like he can hit.
Can't the teammates support him and cheer him on and bring up his mood?
Not with a nat 1.
These things happen.
Yeah, that's what teammates do.
Is that until I rest or until I crit? Period. Sorry.
I'll roll it.
These teammates steal from dead and provoke evil white murderer man.
It's 4 days. I'm sorry.
Damn.
It's for 4 days.
Oh, okay.
Too bad real depression doesn't have a duration.
Oh my god.
Truer words were never spoken.
Yep.
So I have to crit to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Alright, things about to get dandy.
Wait. Before, since I have my minions, they're going to move over here.
Okay.
They're gonna light your way, Garrick.
The white is gonna take a swing at Thomas.
Bring it, bitch.
You should duck.
Ooh. I'm guessing a 26 hits.
I'm willing to bet. Give me just a sec. So 22 is my AC.
Yeah, so 26 hits. You take 11
Yeah.
points of damage, and
Ow.
when he hits you, you feel some of your life force drain into him, and you lose a level.
Oh, shit.
Ouch.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Told you we should have ran. Run for the hills.
Just a sec, I have information on that. So for each negative level you have, you take a -1 penalty on pretty much everything. You lose 5 max hit points, and you are now treated 1 level lower for all of your stuff that's level dependent.
Is that permanent?
At the end of 24 hours, you're allowed to make a single fort save. If you make the save, the level goes away. If you fail the save, it's permanent.
Shit.
Wow. Thomas, weren't you only like level like 3?
He was 2 levels above you anyway, so it's not that big a deal. Thomas is level 5 and the rest of you are level 3. It's gonna be alright.
Thomas isn't
That
happy
means
with
he can
that
take
though.
only 4 more hits.
Correct. If you reach the negative levels of what level you are, you die.
Well, yeah.
So
If you hit -3, then you're dead.
if you guys get hit 3 times, yeah.
Ah.
So I took how much damage again?
11.
I'd be dead before he even
Although
fucking hit me the second time.
truly it would be the equivalent of 16 because you lost 5 of your max health.
Okay.
So, guys, he said something about a gift. I'm gonna go see what he means by that, because I've been giving gifts to statues this whole time.
Can you do that? Can you leave an attack?
Well, I mean, he's semi-automated. He might be entirely set in his ways, but I'll be damned if I'm not gonna fucking try.
Do it up.
I
'Cause-
mean, he can
Do you
move as
want
far as he can
company?
move, and
Because
well,
if
I'm
he's...
sending bugs along with him, so.
Oh, it's my turn to move. Damn.
No, not yet.
So, can I full-on sprint, or... Although...
Just a second. There's an action I want to look up for Cyclomera. Yeah, so Cyclomera and you are communicating, and you guys talk about how you want to get down there and visit that last room because you think it's important. So Cyclomera is going to take what's called a withdraw action. So the first square he's in doesn't count as threatened, so he won't get an AOO. And then he's allowed to move 2 move actions, I believe. Oh, actually you can withdraw. You can run. Okay. So
I'm gonna sprint.
his run should be, what, 4 times movement, so 120?
Holy fuck.
What? If run is 4 times movement, is there sprint or is there only run?
There's only run.
Okay, I was like, yeah, like 3.5, there's run, which is times 2, and then sprint, which is times 3. I'm like, times fucking 4.
I'm pretty
He
sure
has
it's
a light
times
on his
4. Let me
chest,
double
so
check
you'll be
that.
okay. But
Movement in combat. If you spend the entire round running, you can move quadruple your speed.
Quadruple, that's 4.
Build up that endurance.
But the difference is, like, you can only move 1 action, basically, so that's your full round is 120. which should make sense because if you spent the whole round just walking, that would be 60 feet. So double that is 120, so it's not that crazy. Oh shit, he doesn't have a light.
And
Oh,
then
shit,
the
bugs were-
beetles
he
are
should.
He was
going.
making the bug.
He should have a light.
Yeah, make
Yeah,
it
we
that.
got
Bugs are
we
going.
got the lasting light on him, but the bugs were gonna come too. Follow me, bugs.
The bugs will follow you.
Oh wait, is it my turn to go?
No, hold
It
on.
is my turn.
He's still moving his.
It's a long way to move, man. Alright. Now it's Kirk's turn.
Okay, hold on. 40 to here, or yeah, 40 to there. Okay, so that's 20. 80. So I got 80 left. Hang on. Wait, where's his light?
He's around the corner a little bit.
Oh, okay, I can get to what here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'll go one more square. Yeah, right there.
Because the rubble's there.
Yep.
Holy shit, Cycle. Running faster than the rogue. All right.
He's not running faster than you. He was just several squares ahead of you.
Mm-hmm. Xanthem.
Okay, well, I'll do deadly aim then. Does it matter that that thing's in the way? That like little half circle? Or do I need to move?
Technically, he's got partial cover. So you probably would want to move.
Okay.
It's like waist high. Or like chest high.
Waist high? I was like,
Yeah.
if it's waist high, I can just hit his chest.
Yeah, but it does
And
make
his
him harder
head.
to hit.
Okay.
Not by a lot, but...
Right, okay, so I should move. I'll move.
Mhm.
I can move 30? What?
Mhm.
Is that good enough?
A little bit more. I would go
Is it-
here if it were me.
Okay.
Or you could even go a little farther. Over here might be even better.
I agree on that one. I'm going to then. It's lagging on me.
I'll move you. There you go.
Thanks. Okay, I'll just do... Oh, shoot. Deadly aim then. Did it do anything?
Nope, you
Anything at
missed.
all? Damn.
16 is going to be too low. Thomas.
All right, you son of a bitch. I can do two attacks this time,
Correct.
right? One with my shield, one with my scimitar.
Correct. But if you use the shield in the same round that you power attack, you lose a little bit of bonus damage. Does that make sense? So,
Yeah. I'll just regular attack and shield bash.
sounds good.
I don't know.
Yep. Let's see.
That turned out all right.
You miss with the shield. And I think you just... Yeah, you miss with the scimitar as well. 18's not going to be enough.
Shit.
It's Brumar's turn.
I don't think Brumar got a turn last time.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
He hit him for a lot of damage.
The hammer.
The Hammer of Justice.
The blue hammer.
Oh, another nat one.
Yeah, and he missed too.
Well, it's a nat 1 on damage, but still.
Damn. Damn, this guy is really high.
Hey, you guys have been melting everything else. I had to do something.
Yeah, but I'm not going anywhere near that man. Thing.
Elithus.
So, question for you.
Sure.
Can I cast Guidance and cast Storm Burst in the same round if I don't move?
Negative.
Okay. I cast Guidance on Thomas.
Is guidance touch or ranged?
Ranged
Ranged
left,
touch,
yeah.
I believe. Don't think.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, guidance is creature touched, so you're gonna have to run up there and touch him.
Oh.
Sorry, my computer's acting up. Don't judge me. I'm sorry.
All the stuffs. That's scary.
So the interesting thing about touch attacks is you can cast them and hold on to them, and the next thing or person you touch will discharge it. So you can cast it and then move and touch him.
Touch yourself.
How about I just like? So I have to be right next to him or within 5?
Yes, but kind of what I mean is you don't have to end your movement there. Does that make sense?
Wait,
You
what do
just
you mean?
walk by and touch him.
Okay, so I can walk from like here to here and touch him
Mm-hmm.
in the middle? Okay. Cool, I'm gonna do that then.
I'll allow it anyway, because I think it makes sense. Alright, so Thomas has a +1 on guidance.
+1 on any saving roll, attack roll, so long as he announces it beforehand.
Since the Karen White turn is next, I'm going to suggest you do something slightly different.
I suggest you run away.
Well, some of the combat rules are kind of complicated, and it's difficult to know what exactly you can do at any given time. A really nice one, I think, in this instance, would be aid another. So you would need to be standing next to him, not necessarily in melee range of the white, but standing next to him. You make an attack roll against AC 10. If you succeed, your friend gains +2 bonus to AC.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay, so if I were to stand here and instead of casting guidance, do aid another.
Yeah, you would do
Okay.
basically a melee attack roll. So Bab plus strength.
Bab plus strength. Okay, give me 1 sec. Where's my character sheet? I thought I had it open. Okay.
And just for future reference, that bonus stacks. So if you've got somebody who's getting wailed on and a bunch of melee are standing next to him, you guys can all defend him and hopefully avoid him getting smacked in the face. A success. So Thomas gets bonus 2 AC next round.
Okay, that's actually better.
Who's
because instead
that?
of +1 roll.
Aid another can also be used to get a +2 on attack rolls, but it's either or. And I'm gonna say that you're doing AC because it makes sense. Alright, it's the white's turn, and he's gonna try to hit Thomas again.
Shit.
And he misses.
Hallelujah.
Alright, Cycle Mara's turn. He sees that this door is still closed, so he's gonna run around. Oh yeah, he can run all the way there. Now that he's in front of the statue, he's gonna do a knowledge check. not do terribly well. Okay.
Can you
Carrick's
do a
turn.
perception?
Yeah, I'll do that
I'm
too.
gonna run down there in the room with him. It's straight down.
Mhm.
Ah,
Oh, not this
wait.
way.
Oh no,
Up here.
it's yeah.
You guys are so funny moving the.
Well, we're freaking broken.
He doesn't have a light, so I told Bob to follow him.
All right, so now you and him are both in this room. You look around, and there's a mural of what looks like buildings and people cutting stone out of a quarry. So, Cycle suggests that this room must be dedicated to masons or builders.
Do I have anything? And what the fuck is that in the corner?
Pay no attention to that.
It's Bob's friend. Don't worry about it.
Fucking, I didn't notice that. I didn't notice
If other
that.
people want to watch this, this is where we're at.
God damn it.
I don't see anything but blackness. Black picture.
Well,
Oh yeah, you guys can't see it. Never mind.
I can.
crafters and masons.
What do you see?
There's a statue. Just like all the other statues we've seen.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, it's got masonry work and stuff. It's like showing off the, it's like showing off a bunch of stuff from, like, are they're only builders, or are they like craftsmen and stuff?
Yeah, they're craftsmen too. They're just sort of, yeah.
So, something a craftsman could make could be, it'd have to be some kind of, I mean, it'd have to be something a craftsman can make. So, and an alchemist is a craftsman by trade, but not physical. So, if I put my Shield of Faith potion on there, it was crafted with tender loving care by a man who loves his frogs.
I
I'm
totally
going to
forgot you
tenderly
had
place it on
those.
the
Man, you should have totally passed that to somebody. Man, okay.
Well, I mean, nobody asked, and I forgot. But it's in there.
I'm trying to think if. So you're putting the potion on the thing?
Gingerly.
Gingerly. You put it there, and then after a second or two, you can still hear it clanging and smashing down the hall, so you don't think it did anything.
Damn it! Well, I mean, it's gonna have to be. Well,
Xanthem's turn.
I can move, right? Again?
Yes, if you'd like.
So I can move here.
I can't see where that is. Okay, yeah.
I measured it, it's like 20 feet or
Yeah, you
something
can
like
move
that.
there.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure this room's only like 5 by 10 or something. 5 by 15. Or
Awesome.
30 by 15, sorry.
What do the raining arrows do again?
Oh,
I
clever
bought
girl.
3 of them. Yes, yes. I checked my storage or my arrows.
Well, hopefully you can hit with one.
holy
Got
water.
it. Oh, yeah. Well, I have
They do
3.
bonus damage, but it's a -2 penalty on attack because they're so heavy.
What does that mean?
It's harder to hit with because it's got a freaking
Oh.
vial of water on the end of the arrow, and water's pretty heavy.
Does it matter the closer I get, the more accuracy, or no?
No. I mean, you could try to use the arrow as an improv weapon and just stab him with the arrow instead of using your bow, but
That's scary, because then you'd be next to him.
then you'd be next to him.
Yeah, that would, don't want
Currently,
to be.
Thomas is the only one that can actually take the hit on levels.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'll save the raining arrows until later. I'll just do the deadly shot and rapid shot instead. Okay.
Rapid shot, I believe, hurts your ability to hit. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's up to you.
Mer.
Hey, you hit with 1 arrow
Yay.
for 5 damages.
Better than nothing.
It's true. Thomas's turn.
All right. Here we go.
Did 5 damage do anything to him?
Wait, what just happened? Do you have Xanthem's token selected? Tanner?
Nope. Nope.
Did you try to roll?
I didn't.
No, I haven't yet.
Shoot.
Oh, okay.
Shoot, my arrow's over. I'm sorry. My bad.
Oh, a crit! Oh, a crit!
That's a lot of damage.
Is there going to be a shield bash with that as well? Oh, shield bash misses, but that's
Of
okay.
Oh, yeah. How's he looking now?
Not happy at all, questioning his existence. Alright, Brumar. Show us what you got.
Drop the hammer on him.
Actually, he could aid another too. It's an option. Just depends how close to dead you think this guy is.
It's not in Brumar's knowledge. Not, I wouldn't say his knowledge, but like his train of thought would not be, oh, I should help Thomas. It would be, I should smash face.
That's probably true. Alright, that'll hit.
I didn't that one. I didn't that one. The damage.
It's still a lot of damage.
Wait.
That wasn't me.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. Critical shield bash. That's funny.
Too bad.
So the white's not holding his sword so good anymore. Looking like he's having a bit of trouble.
Cool. I'm gonna cast
not
Storm
Porkins.
Burst.
And crit.
Guess what?
Well,
didn't
you didn't
crit.
confirm though. You automatically hit, but since it's a 14 on the crit confirm, you don't confirm a crit because you would
Yeah.
have had to hit his AC. Well, actually, what's his flat-footed? I don't know that. Or not flat-footed, but touch, because that's a touch attack, isn't it?
Yep.
It's only dex. Only dex added on to 10. So whatever his dex in, which is, I'd imagine somewhere in the area of like 15.
Yeah, probably.
So it'd probably be like
Where the
12
hell
or
is
13.
his sheet? God damn it. Oh, right, it's its own page.
look at-
His flat,
I just-
oh wow, actually you do confirm a crit.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. So now I don't
Touch
take a
13.
penalty anymore. That was all of 2
Only
rounds.
one turn. Only one. We knew you could do it. You hear it from down the hall.
Oh wow, you do get rid of your... That's funny
Oh
to
You're
do.
feeling
yeah.
better.
Good job. Teamwork.
Nice.
That's what I get for rolling a bunch of nat ones on damage all day long.
So
Pays
he
off
sort
in the
of
long run.
wails out, "No!" And then he falls, he stumbles and tries to catch himself with his sword, but he just collapses and sort of just starts smoking.
Aw.
So, okay, so he dies.
Fantastic.
Excellent. Okay.
Well-
I'm going to roll perception and check out like the rest of the platform and the statue now that I can stand on it. Of course.
Is it still glowy?
Yes, the platform is actually glowing more now, and the statue behind it has begun to glow as well. And you hear
Should we
kind
play
of an
something
electric
on that?
hum in the air.
I'm getting out of here.
I'm I'm gonna place.
I'm gonna loot
Dark.
the corpse.
Oh, come on. We just already were accused of stealing from the dead. Now we're going to do it again. Come
what
on, man.
What were you saying, Kirk?
I was going to place, I mean, the only other thing I have in my entire inventory that might even be relatively anything to these craftsmen and mason workers, I have a mining pick. I mean, I realize the fight might be over because the clanging has stopped, but if it isn't over in our favor, I might as well try something. I am not going to pick up the Shield of Faith, however, because I am not going to pick up an offering already given. God, no. God, no.
Okay.
I seen Indiana Jones. I know. So I'm going to put this miner's pick on it.
Okay. You put the miner's pick on the coffer? Nothing really seems to happen.
All right, well,
But
I
you
guess I'll head back.
hear that the fight has stopped. So maybe you
Hopeful.
conclude that it did work. I don't know.
All right, well, I'll start heading back that way. If only the bug will follow me.
Where can I? Oh, you
Whoops.
got pretty far by yourself.
Yeah, I memorize things quick.
Okay. The humming is definitely louder now, and the platform is glowing pretty brightly. Where the lift was that the guy came up, there's now a little like blue circle there, and there's just kind of this little, not a, well, sort of a pillar of light right there.
Fuck it, I'm gonna stand in it. I ain't scared.
Maybe we should put one of our
Immediately.
weapons there instead.
Fine. Not me.
No,
then
it's too
my...
late. Kirik already said it.
Oh! Super Saiyan? Or death?
Or death. Should I roll
I mean-
percentage die to decide which one?
Well, I would like to make a warrior priest so we can actually get a healer up in this bitch.
Well, yeah,
If you see me vaporize.
the druid can kind of heal. But
Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
get
well-
better as I level up. But
one of the things you'll find in Pathfinder is that healing really isn't very good. It's better to
Neither are
prevent
rogues.
it's better to prevent damage than it is to heal it after the fact, because it's not very efficient in combat. Rogues are great.
So they're great if you can hide, which I've been in nothing but rooms with places not to hide.
I think you could have hidden in the beginning of that combat.
Maybe,
But you
like,
had other
after
priorities.
I did have other priorities. I thought maybe I could stop the fight with my smart.
Alky friend.
So, you guys all watch Kirik step into the light, like, really bravely, like, just like, yeah! And the rest of you are really nervous. So a beam of light shoots out from the statue and strikes the platform and Kirik and Thomas.
Why, Thomas?
You feel a
In
little
the other side of the room.
you feel a little bit tingly, and Thomas feels like the life force that was taken from him was restored.
Excellent.
And
have the
Kirik, the light kind of shimmers over your body and rests on Night Kiss.
Okay.
Your weapon is now +1 magical.
Damn, told you
Shiny.
should put your lucky.
Well, technically it was on my body, so I mean, really, it was in there too.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's get out of this joint.
I was really expecting vaporization. But this is just
Vaporization commencing!
yeah.
I don't think God's that cruel.
I'm gonna let Pete and Bob feast on the White's corpse.
Oh, come on.
There's nothing left of it. It's just
Oh,
kind
it's
of
just
yeah, it's just ash and the longsword.
Should
Never
we take
mind
his
that.
long
Oh
sword?
yeah, you said you were gonna loot his corpse. 18. One moment. Obviously, you find the longsword. He's wearing studded leather armor
Just checking something.
He happens to have 1,400 gold on him.
Hell yeah, let's take it.
It doesn't seem to be adding the Oh, it's adding it to the damage, not the actual hit roll. All right. The +1.
Yar. Yeah, he has 1,400 gold on him and 2,400 XP total. So each
Wait, how much gold was it?
he had 1,400 gold
1,400.
on him, and everybody
Okay.
gets 600 experience apiece.
Including Kirik and Zakomera who weren't in the room?
Yes.
So 5,500 for everybody.
Yep.
And he drops the
Well,
leather
except
armor
for
and the... What was the sword?
Just a regular longsword.
Didn't feel like a regular longsword to Thomas, but all right.
But when you try to lift the longsword or the studded leather armor, they remain fixed to the platform.
Okay.
Like they're anchored
Guys-
there magnetically or
Guys,
something.
I can't get this off of him, so I'm just gonna leave it, because apparently he doesn't want me to have it, even though he's dead.
Cool, let's just take the gold and run.
Yeah, got the gold.
Are we gonna toss it in the bag with the rest of the stuff from assholes who've tried to kill us?
I'm gonna put it in the money pool that we got in your backpack.
All right, hold on. It was 1,200 or 1,400.
Wait,
1,400.
some icon just popped up. Oh god, what are all these?
Bunch. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
What?
No, I just wanted to show you guys the art because it's cool.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's cool. Reminds me
can
of
you
magic.
click it again? Because
Just
I
imagine.
clicked out of it, like right as you clicked it on. There you go.
Yeah.
Sweet. He looks badass.
They're scary, man. When I was reading on them earlier, I was like, oh, energy drain, okay, and then the DC is right there, cool. And then I read about energy drain, and they're like, the DC is for 24 hours later. As soon as you get hit, you lose a level. I'm like, holy shit.
So does
Well, I
Thomas
mean-
gain his level back
Yes,
since he got
Yeah.
the
Thomas
right?
got his
Okay.
level back.
The scary laser beam healed him.
Yeah.
Well,
Cool.
did it heal him, or is he healed, or is he just?
He's healed.
No, he's not
Healed,
healed, but he
Oh.
got his level back.
I assume it dispelled whatever he did
Oh.
to me.
Mhm.
I'm gonna attempt to heal him then. Give me a sec, let me open that
I'm
up.
gonna do like first aid then.
Yeah. What do I roll for that? Just heal?
Yeah, it's a heal check.
Does anyone want to like come down to that altar that I did down here?
Because he took a lot of damage.
I'll join you.
I'm down to 48. I'm not
Oh.
I'm not too bad.
48? Holy fuck! You have a lot of health.
Yes, he does.
He is a level 5 fighter.
He's a beefy tank.
Holy shit! You have more than twice my health and you get 11 damage.
He's 2 levels above you too. It's
I have 65 health total.
yeah.
You have 3 times my health.
See, I told you guys that you were gonna be fine. I made the encounter harder, but I knew you had Thomas. I knew you were gonna be fine.
Well, I'm pretty sure I failed that heal check, so you're stuck there.
So yeah, here's the room. Pretty weird room. By the way, thought I may have seen something over here in this corner, but I don't know. Just out of the corner of my eye, you know.
Wow,
So
I can
you
investigate.
rolled a 5 on your heal check. Yeah, no, that doesn't do anything.
Does I mean like didn't really seem like it did anything, but that was probably the third gift, and you. Whatever.
Oh, actually, I don't think you can restore hit points with heal check. You can stabilize people who are bleeding. I don't think you can heal
okay.
anyone.
I got it. Gotta cure light
Unless
wounds,
you,
but I can't
the
do
only
that
way you
anymore
could
today.
do that is if you did like provide long-term care, which takes 8 hours.
Yeah, if we don't have 8 hours while we're in here.
All right, well, there's a door over here on the right. Gonna check for trap.
You inspect the door for traps, including the lock, and you don't find anything.
What do I see?
Oh, you did perception? Oh, yeah, you did. Looking around the room, you see a mural of like stonework and people carving rock out of a quarry. Big buildings and stuff. And Cyclemera tells you that he thinks this room is dedicated to the Masons.
Don't we have a bunch
Then
of
that-
stones? Maybe the Masons like
No,
stones.
We don't have stones.
We
We
have
have
gems.
gemstones.
Oh,
Bit different.
well, you
I-
don't let
I
us see
mean-
anything, so how should I know?
No, I don't.
He's like, yeah, you're right.
Like, you should see this gold pool I got going. It's actually quite nice.
So you gonna open the door?
And then I will get on the floor and proceed to do the dinosaur.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, we's here before. Oh, and I'm gonna mention to everybody, don't pick up the stuff off the I wouldn't know that, would I? Oh,
Nope.
well, maybe it'd be a common sense thing.
Well,
but
Well,
whatever.
you decided that you weren't going to pick it up for that reason.
We're probably not going to be picking up anything that we find.
Well, let's go back to the main
Great.
hall where we were before.
Yes, let's get out of this crypt.
It's creepy
Get
crypt
out of it.
for the spooky, scary
Wait,
skeleton.
there's a door
there's-
over here, guys.
There's more
There's a door.
doors.
Let's check out this door. Check.
I like how
traps,
you
man.
guys think this dungeon crawl is going to be a one-day thing. That's cute.
Well, we've
Checking
been
the
in
door.
dungeon for 2 days already. So.
Yep. There's a lot more. I'll tell you that right now.
It's a freaking maze, great.
All right, so
Is that
I've
like a labyrinth almost?
Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
By the power of David Bowie's tight
So you're
pants.
checking the door for traps.
Wrong labyrinth,
You don't find any,
Oh.
Yeah.
but I like it though.
and the door creaks open.
As many codpiece references as we can get. I'm cool with that.
Mm.
Oh, look at that water over there.
There's scary
So,
stuff in
does
here.
anyone know who that is?
I don't know, perception. Psychomera would probably roll knowledge on that statue.
He sure would.
Perception. Ooh, is that water? Can we drink it? Is it drinkable? We're
Correct.
probably dehydrated.
We don't. If you ever want water, you ask me to make water. You don't trust water
Oh.
anywhere else.
Okay.
Or you could
Very
look
true.
in the
You don't
water.
You don't trust stranger water.
You
Never
could do a
trust
heal
finger water.
check or a survival check to determine if that water is safe to drink.
Oh, I have survived.
But I can conjure pure water whenever I want. So
Yeah.
Alright.
He's right. He's right.
Suit yourself.
I don't trust water anywhere else. I just conjure my own.
Kirik, with that survival check, you have never seen water this clean.
Hot damn. I'm not gonna drink it.
Alright.
I wonder.
Could we,
Thomas
stick
drink-
could we stick something in it and see if it glows like everything else has been glowing?
See if it glows.
Dip a beetle in it. Sacrifice.
That's such like a little kid thing.
I'm a little parched from kicking that white monster's ass, so I'm gonna.
That's not alcohol. Get out of here.
I'm gonna have a wee drop.
I'm curious about the water as well. But I rolled less than. Never mind.
You have also never seen water this clean. So Cyclemera, he doesn't really know who this statue is supposed to be, but he postulates that this room is dedicated to leaders and wise men.
What happened to the beetles? They're in the water now.
They drink.
And also this mural is on the walls.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Ooh, very pretty. Very pretty. We don't have anything
I'll be
of
damned
leaders.
if I can paint something like that.
All
You're not an
about
artist.
shadowing. The shadows.
I am an artist of the dark.
So, okay, which of these are perceptions for this room?
Oh,
You are
my
roll-
20. My 20
My
is
nat
the perception
one.
for the room.
My 50th nat 1 for the night.
My 17.
I drink the water. What happens?
Oh, do you drink water when no one's looking?
Yep. Totally.
Get
Well, I was
parasites.
standing right next to him when the parasites were making it clean.
I got the dysentery.
The bugs are taking a bath in the water. So we
Or
might have
Donald
never
Trump.
seen water this
You
clean,
drank
but
the water and it felt pretty good.
Cool.
You feel good about yourself.
We can all take a bath. We're all pretty dirty.
I'm a bird.
Wait, my
I
hit points went all the way up.
Shh.
I feel great. You guys got to try this.
Do I? I'm gonna sense motive to see if he's telling the truth.
me too.
Can't tell.
Carrick, you
me,
think he's
it's
trying to
good
mislead
water.
you.
What about me?
You think that he thinks it's pretty damn good water, and that's surprising from a drunk.
I'm gonna drink the water that the trunk likes.
Actually, I guess I shouldn't give Carrick false knowledge because you didn't roll a 1. So you're not sure if you can trust him. But there you go. How's that?
He's misleading me. You've been changed. And stab him. And then, my sword immediately breaks because he's made of iron.
Because he's made of iron.
The good news is, if it breaks in a magical enhanced item, it'll explode with the force of a fireball, killing us both.
Let's not do that then.
Why not? It's funny.
We want you
You
alive.
don't seem chaotic evil.
Well, I wanted to be. But no.
Thomas is
Chaotic
right, this
Evil would
water's
have made
great.
this dungeon really hilarious.
What's that?
If you were Chaotic Evil, just stealing
know,
shit
but
from all of the
I would have
graves.
I would have just been stealing from everything. But I can't. I'm like, these are graves. I'm not gonna steal from these guys.
So
I
do you
only steal
drink the
from
water,
bad
Carrick?
I take a little birdie sip.
Guys,
Like
you
a
should
You
drink this
also
water.
feel
It
great.
feels. I feel amazing. Everyone should drink the water.
I think
Maybe
everyone's
I've
full.
been wrong all my life about water.
Oh my god. Maybe this is vodka.
Are we sure this isn't alcohol?
Thomas really likes the water.
Yep.
Actually,
Likes the
that
water.
alone would make Psychomera drink it because the trunk likes it.
Alrighty.
Probably.
Shall we proceed?
I'm going to
Yes.
see if this door has trap. Hey.
It
Not a
does
one.
not.
I'm going to very gently open the door.
You try the handle and it is locked.
No. 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 No.
Um,
No.
Can we use a grenade to
Brumar.
open it?
Brumar charges the door. Just try to.
Oh,
Yep.
you're not gonna let the rogue pick
Oh,
the
God.
lock?
Oh god.
Nope. Brumar would never
Oh,
do
that'd
that.
be too simple.
The door's locked. I can fix that.
Desecration.
Okay. So he needs to roll an attack roll then.
I don't have access to his character sheet.
Yeah, Dark.
Yeah.
If you check that imager link I put in the lounge, that if
Oh,
Carrick
wait, I do have
dies,
access to
I'm
it.
coming back as that.
Alright, so he smacks the door and obliterates it. Wow.
Great.
With a nat 1 on damage.
I look at the statue and go, sorry. Let me.
It needed circulation anyways.
Those are stairs.
Oh, here we go.
I don't need a perception check for that.
Alright, let me get the next map ready. Move your tokens on and stuff.
I'm just gonna point out, everyone, we're standing here, and we're in this crypt and everything, but our job was to find the grave robbers. We found him outside. Why are we in here? Stealing from the graves?
Well,
Maybe
I
you're
do want to level
investigating.
up, right?
We're
It's
clearing.
different.
There was
We're
something that
making
the guy
sure there's
said.
no one in
There
there.
was something the necromancer said that I thought was just, like slightly strange. So we went to investigate the ghost.
The nothing left for us here, comment.
Yeah, there's nothing left for us here.
Other than that 2,400 gold.
Oh yeah, getting rich.
Because he was too scared. Wait, there was 2,400 gold on that white?
No,
No, 1400.
1400.
1,400. I was about to say, like, goddamn.
Can you guys all see? Okay.
I've been drinking a lot.
No, I don't
Numbers
see
are
Can you
hard.
anything.
ping us where we are? Cause there we go. Thank you. Do I have bugs?
I see black.
Do you want your bugs?
I want my bugs.
Oh my god.
We're
They're
still in the
second.
they're
crypt, so
nightlights.
yes.
Night
They're gonna
lights.
follow me.
I
They're,
don't see
they're literally
anything.
nightlights for Gurk. Like everyone else can see but him.
Yeah, well,
But
I
I
mean,
can't see anything.
He's got low light though.
yeah, if there's even the slightest amount of light near me, I can see it perfectly for the entire room. Well, I'm supposed to be able to see perfectly for the entire room, but that's
Yay.
not true. Yeah, because I don't think there's a way to actually make that happen.
Depends on how big the room is.
True. Well, door here.
We should check out this
Checking
door,
for
guys.
trap.
I can't see anything.
You're on the
Oh.
staircase, right? Like
One
here.
second.
Yeah.
I need to give him a
Yeah,
new
you have to
token.
give everyone back their lights. If those go
There we
away
go.
between map.
It should go between map.
Okay.
But let me know if you're missing one. Looks like you are actually.
Like I am?
Yeah, you're
Oh, you're
missing
right, I am.
light.
There we go. Thank you.
Well, you're using
Do
Brumar.
tag team and one go left or one go up, one go down in the hall?
This isn't Scooby Doo. We don't split up.
Yeah, I guess you're right. We mentioned that before.
Well, I mean, I'm checking the door for traps. Nothing.
This place is just gigantic.
Yep. Yeah, it's a big crypt.
It's gonna be our new living homes.
Dungeon-esque.
Alright, so you checking this door?
The one I'm standing next to.
Alright, one moment.
Yeah.
This
How do we get
happens
our
to be-
vitamin D? We're gonna be like sun deficient.
How long are you down here? Good god.
Oh, you said this is a
Vitamin
gigantic
D?
crypt. Yes.
You'd have to be down here
There's a
for
joke there.
months.
There's
Yeah,
a
there
joke
is.
there.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
You're saying she wants the D, right?
But-
That's what it. That's
Um,
what we're getting at. Yeah.
The door is unlocked. And there's no traps.
And there's no traps. Well, going to open the door then. Brumar, get ready! Fucking just bull rushes. That's a big room. That's a big long room. I don't trust big long rooms. I'm too paranoid.
So you're gonna look
I'm gonna
around?
check all.
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
check all the floor
Perception.
tiles and stuff.
Uh-oh.
So what do I see?
Lucky
Oh,
for
I got a
you.
21.
12.
Lucky for
Why
you,
is the
rolling
drunk guy
that one on
rolling
perception
higher-
doesn't do anything.
You crow
It doesn't?
cross-eyed.
Nope, there's a few skills that if you roll in
Mhm.
that one, it doesn't do anything. Because it doesn't make
Okay.
sense to. I mean, what would I do? Give you false sight?
Well,
I mean, you could make me
Make you see
hallucinate.
things? Yeah.
You could
it's-
make see in the darkness up ahead.
But it's stuff like that,
There's
like,
a monster.
I've tried playing it that way before, and it just creates really weird situations, so I don't do it.
Oh no, it's a chimera.
Yeah.
Guys, there's a chimera at the other end of the room. What are you talking about?
It's like, that's just Zuzu.
What is that? What is a chimera? So you guys look around, and this room looks kind of like a morgue. There is vaults along the walls for bodies.
Oh.
That time of the month, Chimera.
What? Another door here. Gonna go ahead,
Whoops.
do my thing. Wait a minute, what the hell was that?
Nothing.
What
Let's see
about the
some-
hallway to the left?
Because there's a door. We have to open it.
Yeah. Let's see if
But
there's a
isn't
door
there
here.
another hallway that you can go straight down?
But
Yeah,
what if
but
this one
that's too
doesn't
easy.
go straight down?
Alright, we're talking room 9, south entry number 2. This is a wooden door, and you don't detect any traps.
Is it unlocked?
Try the doorknob.
Okay, I will try the doorknob.
It is unlocked.
And then open it up.
And it won't move.
Brumar!
It seems to be stuck.
Bruma rushes the door, trying to push it open. But
He crushes the bugs in the process.
no, he doesn't. They move out of the way. It's just a melee attack, right?
Yeah, use his weapon. Oh. No, use his weapon.
Oh.
That was a fist, though. Like,
Wait, why is that blue? What?
I don't know.
I don't
Oh,
know.
one was minimum damage, one was max. I've never seen that. That's
Huh.
weird. I guess
That's
it's supposed to
cool.
be purple. Okay. So yeah, he breaks the door down.
Alright, what's inside? Door number 1.
Is door like number 3?
This one's way more
door number 1 for you.
maze-like. Oh! There's a hole in the wall.
There's a what now?
Nothing. I fixed it.
Gonna perceive if I saw a hole in the. No, I'm checking for traps as we go.
Oh, thank goodness I
Ooh,
fixed that
pretty
just before you
tiles.
moved around the corner. I missed a wall, apparently. So we check in this room for traps? Is that what you're doing?
Checking the room
Yeah,
for
like this
whatever.
hallway and such.
This particular hallway has no traps, but there is 2 doors. The northernmost door is a pretty nice looking wooden door, and the one right in front of the rest of you is a little bit older looking. But they're both wood.
Is there any
Let's open the old
inscriptions on the walls?
They're what now?
Is there any writing on the walls, inscriptions, any kind of markings as to what's going on here?
This hallway just seems to be here. There's nothing to indicate it has a purpose other than being a hallway.
Other than being a structural part of a building.
Yeah, sorry.
We should go in the old door first.
Okay,
See if there's anything interesting and old behind it.
checking the door for traps.
No traps.
Door unlocked, I'll test the doorknob.
The doorknob will turn, but the frame of the door seems stuck.
Warp wood.
Brumar rushes the door, but I'm not in the room, so I can't roll. Give me a sec.
Just breaking every
it's
door.
It's just a little bit of a warped frame. I'm going to tug on the door a little
It
bit.
could be because
All
of
right,
all
give
that
me a
water
strength
and
check.
wood swells up when it's waterlogged.
Brumar goes, "Aw."
Kirik pushes the door open.
I
He
wanted to
throws his
brush
body
We do not
against
need
it, and it comes open.
We do not need to obliterate the door. Oh. I've seen
Brumar
it.
is sad.
Alright, well,
Well, that
there's
seems
an
to be the
offering
other
hut.
door too. Oh, look, an offering plate, guys.
we've seen these before. I'm gonna check the room for traps before anyone goes any farther. Jesus Christ. He's stomping around like.
Yeah, they are.
Nothing in the immediate area.
There are no traps in this room that you can find. You do notice that this room has a few more vaults on the east and west walls, but the north and south walls have a mural on them
And what
with
does
some
this mural
very
look like?
interesting looking people.
Interesting, eh?
Yeah, they look sort of like humans, but their skin is green and or like a turquoise really, and they look much more muscular.
Where is our alchemist for knowledge?
Do you want him?
But like we're just like thick undines.
Well, I'm gonna roll knowledge nature, see if I can understand the nature of the people I'm seeing on the wall.
Good one.
But Psychomera would probably do knowledge religion as well. See,
No, he knows
painting
this
makes sense.
isn't religious.
Okay.
So with that knowledge
Then
nature
don't-
roll, you know that this particular room is dedicated to a race of people called the Oreed.
The Ori.
Oreed.
What are those?
They are humans who trace their lineage to earth elementals.
Ooh. Guys, those green people trace their lineage to earth elementals.
Mm-hmm.
But they're humans.
You said Oreeds?
Oreeds. Yep. So basically, they're human beings that somewhere in their past, one of their ancestors banged an earth.
Banged a
Somebody from the
boulder.
earth plane. Yeah.
Well then. I'm entirely stumped on this plate then. Because, I mean, as far as
Had
I'm
sex
aware,
in the ocean.
no, that would be Undines. That would be us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, I mean, really not us anymore, considering I'm turning into a horrifying
Does
monstrosity
anybody
from that
have
atmosphere.
knowledge history?
Nope.
Only the alchemist
I
would.
have knowledge engineering.
Yeah, he doesn't have history. He could do Arcana, maybe. Hey, that's pretty decent. So with that knowledge Arcana, he remembers a story about a place called Thorold, which is the Tri-Cities. You actually have a map. So you see the cities? Thorold?
I see
Thorold.
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 Yeah. So Thorold, both in modern times and a really long time ago, had most of the elemental races living there.
Neat.
Cool. Well, I don't know what to put on the stone, guys, so I guess we should look around.
Well,
Unless you
I
want to put
mean,
one of those
if
gemstones. We have a
if
green
this
one.
if this room, I'm gonna try to use some logic here. Maybe it'll make sense. I mean, I get that this room is to honor a certain race of people. These people, told to me, are elementals, or people who can trace their lineage to elementals. Therefore, while we may not have anything to give to them as an offering, perhaps we can prove that we are elementals, or like undines, maybe. I don't know.
How?
Blood?
Oh gosh.
Oh gosh.
No, I don't know.
Aren't we gonna get an infection? Ugh.
I'm
Well,
sure if I just
I'm gonna
pricked
let
my
you-
finger
I'm
and
gonna
put a
let you
little bit of
bleed.
blood. I mean, not enough to
You can
even
pluck one
damage
of
me.
your
It's literally
feathers.
that's not really what I'm saying. I mean, by blood right now, I'm part bird, part elemental undine.
Do it. Might as well.
Yep.
I mean, I don't really have anything else to do. I hope I'm not profaning anything. I'm just trying to be nice.
Since you're the one with the suggestion, why don't you offer the blood?
Just little prick on the finger and a little drip on the plate, you know.
I can stabilize you if you bleed.
Tetanus.
So
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry if I prick my finger. If I have hemophilia,
That would be hilarious.
like seriously, like a prick on my finger, it's like I'm doomed.
That's
Oh,
funny.
give me a pinprick.
What? With my sword against myself?
I'll roll it, I guess.
A pinprick of like 6 damage. Oh come on! God damn.
Wow, you hit yourself pretty hard.
Aw.
So you went to go for
Son
pinprick,
of
but you
a
ended up like
bitch.
just slicing your hand.
How is that even a roll? I'm not
But he can
swinging. All I'm
heal,
doing is
right?
poking the top of my sword. Is it that
It
sharp?
went
Because
all
it
the way
doesn't do
through.
Here, we'll do it this way.
like.
There you go. 1 point of damage.
Yay.
Yay! Well, I gotta take it off.
So you drip some blood onto the offering plate, and it hits with a nice little splatter and just sits there, all pooled. Surface tension and all that.
Wow, this is hydrophobic. It's just fucking sitting there in a bead.
And then the torch moves around the room. Kidding.
Oh, sweet Jesus! What have I done? Well, that didn't do it.
Good thinking,
Hey.
though. Good
Huh?
try.
There's a door up here.
It's like, what else do I have? I'm fascinated by these things.
Let's see. This would be room 3. You guys are going through East Entry. This door is actually made out of iron.
Ooh, is the door safe?
Are you trying to open it?
Well, I rolled
Checking for
perception for
traps.
17. Or no, 11, sorry.
Well, you can see that the door is iron. Kirik takes a look at it and he gives you the go-ahead to open it.
Is it open?
Are you gonna open it?
Yes.
I will.
Okay. You
It's
push
iron,
it
it
open.
must be really heavy, right?
It moves just fine.
Awesome
Oh, hey.
sauce.
Go check the room for traps. I trust nothing.
As I walk into the middle of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys kind of stomp right in.
Brumar is my brother, and
Oh, there
I
you
just rolled a nat 20 on perception, so tell me all the things.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's more vaults in this room, but the mural on the north and south walls are undying.
Son of a whore! I'm gonna. The rest of my
Okay.
blood. The rest of my
Okay.
blood on
The
this one.
rest of my blood. You squeeze your
Okay.
hand.
So Brumar, who liked Kirik's idea, cuts his finger.
No. I'm
What?
already still bleeding. I didn't heal that quick.
Why are we doing blood rights?
To
Because
prove we're
Kirik
blood
thinks it's a
people.
good idea.
This is
That's all the
incredible.
logic that Brumar needs.
I'm trying to make things happen. I'm still bleeding. I'd imagine I could just squeeze my finger and just a little teeny drop comes out.
So, Cyclemera takes a look at the statue and he notes that at the base of the platform, it's really worn, but he can make it out. He recognizes an engraving that looks a bit like a ball of lightning in a spiral.
Oh. Wait. Don't we have something that has that on it? What do we have that has that on it?
Let's look at those gemstones.
Right! They are on the gemstones.
Because we have a green one, a blue one, and a red one, right?
Alright, well,
Correct.
we have an aquamarine. So it's a difference between the aquamarine and sapphire for these ones. Hold on, I'm gonna go in the other room and put the emerald on that one. Let's see what we're doing here. Gonna place an emerald on it.
You place the emerald on that.
Onto my blood.
It begins to spin, and then it falls off.
Of the plate?
Yep.
Okay, well I pick it back up.
Try putting the aquamarine
Well, I mean,
on it.
yeah. I mean, I guess
Just
I'll just keep
try the
trying. I'm
different-
just not
yeah.
destroying them.
They're spinning.
Someone want to
and
come in
falling off.
here with me in case there's a password protection lockout phase?
Me and my bugs will be in here with you.
Okay. That's some comfort at least. It's a nice big open room where I can't hide or do anything, so.
Actually, Brumar will also join.
Well,
Wow.
I'll try the various gemstones until something happens, I guess. Or will they all just keep falling off?
You place the aquamarine on the edge of the plate, and it kind of sucks to the middle. It looks
the
like it's
aquamarine.
rooted there. Yep.
Okay,
So that
so I will.
seems to have worked.
Okay, I
Nothing
will
bad
note
seems
that
to
that's on
happen.
the statue. Hold on.
I should probably do this too.
Alrighty. So I guess I'll come over here and put the sapphire on this one.
What are the green people called again?
Orides?
Let's try the sapphire on that one.
You put the sapphire on the plate, and it too finds its way to the center.
Guess that's a sapphire. Okay. I mean, let's keep going. I'm going to check this door for traps, then open. Yeah, nat 20.
Oh wow. You find and disarm a falling block trap.
Wow. The one door that we
The
encountered
one
that has traps
time.
on it. Nat 20.
Bastard. I'm like, oh, he keeps
that-
complaining that there's no traps. I might as well give him one. Nat 20.
Not gonna fucking hit me. Not with those.
Um,
I'm not complaining that there's no traps. I'm just making sure that there are no traps.
Wait.
you
So
shoved your
bugs are allowed
beetles
in that
through
room.
the door. What? You cheating piece of shit.
Wait, what?
Hilarious.
This is also an iron door, and it happens to be locked.
Okay.
Though
Okay, I
apparently
won't
the-
tell you what's in.
Though apparently the beetles can skitter under it. Ah.
Actually, they can't skitter back, so can you move them back?
I disabled the device.
No. No.
It's on the other side screaming.
Well, they won't be able to fit through a door.
So
They're
you
the
didn't
size of
quite
cats,
you didn't
so
quite
they're
get the
gonna-
lock. Do you want to try again?
Can I take a 10?
What's your mod?
Oh, I rolled a 10, so it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter. It's a plus 11. So, I mean,
Could be a little bit mo.
there we go.
Yeah, there you go. So you're fiddling with it, and you hear a soft click.
Okay, gonna push the door open.
The door that bugs can apparently walk through.
But not walk
Size of
back. They can
cats.
only walk one way through the door.
It's a doggy door. Huh. And who's on these walls? that I
These
can
are
see.
some people that look like they have fire for hair.
Oh, I like these. I actually like this race.
Gingers.
I'm gonna put the ruby on that. Oh, I'm
Hey,
sensing
now.
a pattern here.
I'm curious about these people that have fire for hair, so I'm going to knowledge nature.
Wah wah.
Wah, wah. That was a 2.
Luckily, it's not really secret. These are a race of people called the Ifrit.
Ifrit.
Yep.
They're cool people. They like burning stuff.
Just by the way.
Oh, I totally spelled all of these wrong so far. So.
Yes. So the Ifrit, or Ifrit, however you want to say it, they're a race of humans that can trace their lineage to the fire plane. They are pretty mischievous, and they like burning things. Big shocker.
Oh, shocker.
Does the ruby do anything? I'm assuming
The
it does.
ruby finds its way to the center of the plate, yeah.
Cool.
Sweet. Is there an iron door in this room?
Both doors, east and south, are iron.
Well, might as well go to the east one.
But there was another
Checking for
door
traps.
away from out of this hall.
Oh, it's there. Wait, Pat. Where?
If you
where?
go, if you leave this room, go up straight, and then. Okay, they found it. Go up the hall, and then there's a door.
Checking for traps on the door. Oh, it opened.
But how come I can go through doors? I'm
Because you've got
confused.
stuff grouped. for
Could
some
you
reason.
have
Oh.
bug?
That is a Stargate. I've seen the Stargate.
This is an awesome room. I mean, I'm not supposed to
Hell
know
yeah.
that, but it's an awesome room.
I'm gonna assume that I can open the door, or
This door. This is an iron door as well, and it is locked.
Okay, can you move me back through it?
You unlocked it.
okay, no need.
Let me delete the door. You cheating fuck.
Okay, I'll try not to do this in the future.
Why do you need to be standing next to the door anyway?
Because
Ooh,
Bruma
there's a
likes to knock doors
broken-
down.
It's a broken one. Oh no, broken tombstone thing.
Mhm.
Is that multiple broken tombstones?
Caskets, yeah.
that I'm seeing at the other end of the room?
Whoa,
There's a
this room
few
looks
that are broken.
cool.
Yep.
Rolling perception.
Me too.
Tell me what I see.
Oh wow. All right.
The goddamn drunk every time.
Yeah, Mayor.
Let me get some stuff real quick to answer some questions. Because I wasn't expecting you guys to move north.
Hee.
Hey, come guzzling thundercup.
Yo.
Oh
ever-
gosh.
You ever play the Metro series? It's very
Yes.
Russian.
Dude, Metro's
very-
awesome
Yes,
game.
it is.
Yeah. They really were. They were both really good. I recently played through the entire second one without killing anyone. My God, did that
That's
take a
really
while.
hard.
Yeah.
My roll 20 is stuck.
Darp, did you play like any of the like bonus missions that came with Metro Last Light?
There. That lady. She's painted on the walls.
That
Yes.
looks familiar.
Isn't that our tree parents or something? No. Is that the
Those
people that
are
ran
not
away
our
from
tree
us?
parents.
The
So
people that ran
Cyclomera
away-
points out that the really, really big mural on the north wall, the other walls aren't painted, sorry. The really big mural on the north wall seems to indicate that this room is dedicated to Pharasma, the Lady of Graves. And Thomas, in his very astute perception, notices that the well in the center of the room appears to have had a cover stone at one point, and it appears to have been broken and taken off piece by piece, and all around it there is rubble left over from when that was destroyed. And it looks like it was done fairly recently because the stone around the edge of this well doesn't look aged. It looks freshly exposed.
I'm
This is
I'm
pretty
not
freaky.
I'm not going to drink that water.
Yeah, that would be a bad plan, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I
Um.
push
On the-
Bob into the water.
Oh God.
Are you
Ooh, I
serious?
have good swimming skills. I can
You're
save
not
him.
really doing that.
I'm
Don't
100%
swim.
serious about
Really?
putting Bob in the water.
What a druid! What a druid! Really worshiping and liking nature.
I
shoving
encourage
Oh boy!
Bob
Oh
into
god,
the
it's a
well.
whirlpool.
You
The
fucked up.
chevrons are locking. The chevrons are locking.
Close the iris.
Nah, I'm not saving him.
So what happens
Bye,
to
Beetle.
Bob?
So you're pretty sure Bob's dead.
Okay.
You
Way
just
to
put a
sacrifice a
fire
member.
beetle into a well. I don't know what you were expecting to happen.
Hey, I didn't know there were fire beetles. I thought they just had like little lights in there.
You knew they were fire beetles. You're the one that rolled all this nature on them. It's not my fault you forgot.
I'm gonna walk away from this thing and
Okay.
check out this
Well-
part of.
So the water in the well has begun to gently swirl.
Guys, the water seems dangerous. We shouldn't go in there.
It also seems to be gently swirling. That's ominous.
This is very ominous water. I'm very much afraid of this water now.
I'm gonna go check over here on the east side of the room, checking for traps the entire. Yeah.
Cyclomera makes the suggestion that maybe the necromancers had come down here looking for something, and that's why they broke open the cover stone.
I certainly am not going to go in that water. If I wanted vaporization, that's where I'd get it.
Vaporization commencing.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go check over in this part of the room over here, checking for traps the whole way.
Okay.
That was the...
There's a
And-
door in the upper left-hand corner, which I guess would be
Oh.
what northwest area.
Well,
Mhm.
I was looking at this over here on the right.
Yeah, he found an open corridor.
With something at the end of it. What is that? Jinkies gang. There seems to be something here. So, can I perceive what it is, or?
Mm-hmm. You see before you a sort of like a. God damn it! I'm losing the word. It's
Cricket bat.
no. It's an altar.
Fire
There we
alarm.
go. It's an altar, and it has like kind of a stick sticking out of it, out of the center, and there's like a place on the top of the stick that looks like maybe it once held some kind of gemstone.
The last gem I've got is the emerald. We haven't found another offering plate anywhere, have we?
Mm-mm.
There were several
Is
rooms
there-
that we didn't check. So.
There's
There
also
were rooms I didn't check.
there's a little. Upon closer inspection, there's a little raised section of smooth stone. It looks a bit like a button, but you know it's not because it doesn't press. And there's an inscription.
May I read it?
You can try.
I squint really hard.
Does anybody have linguistics by chance?
The only person who would
actually,
be
Tengu's have it.
Or actually, he has a bunch of languages. Let me see if it's just on there.
He has a lot of languages.
Tengu's get linguistics. I mean, they're shit at it. I haven't put any points into it, but I have it.
Mm-hmm. Where are languages?
Yep.
It doesn't
Tells
happen to
me.
be Elven or Druidic, does it?
Mm-mm.
Then I don't know it.
There's his sheet. Da, 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 da. Nope,
10
this is the old
minutes
one.
remaining.
There it is. Wow, he has a lot of languages. Yep, he can read it.
Cool. I will help him read it so
Um,
that I may learn in the future.
so he walks up to the platform, and he recognizes the language almost immediately as being celestial. And
Uh-oh.
he reads the inscription, and it says, oh, hold on, I have this.
Wait, the little spiraling ball of lightning on these gemstones. Can Psychomera do a religion check on this? Or who's the religious person here? Who knows how
That
to
would be Psychomera, yeah.
Yeah, can
He's
you do
the
a religion
knowledgeable
check? We've
guy.
never
He doesn't
actually
need to
like
do a
looked
knowledge
at,
roll.
like-
He can tell you that that's the sign of Pharasma.
Oh. Okay, then that makes sense then. Well, maybe then.
Where the crap? I have this written down.
Just take the inscription off one of the tombs in fucking World of Warcraft. We'll just figure it out anyway.
Damn. Okay. So the inscription says that essentially this this I don't want to say. It says only for the Lightbringer.
Only for the Lightbringer.
And if I roll this for Psychomera, he's pretty sure that the item inside the altar is some kind of wand or staff that has been disassembled. It's a piece of something.
Okay. That says only for the Lightbringer. Who? Wait a goddamn minute. Didn't you, the druid guy, didn't he give us like light?
Yeah. I cast light on the altar.
Why don't you touch it and see what happens? I'm gonna just step back to like
I
here.
don't have to. I don't think I have to touch stuff to cast light on.
Yes, you
Thankfully.
do. It's a touch spell.
I do. But it's a. Is it range touch?
Nope, it's melee touch. You cast the spell, you hold it in your hand, and then you touch the thing that you want to put it on.
Oh, you're right.
I'm not touching. Yeah, I'm
You'll
not
be
touching.
fine.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens. I cast light on the altar.
So you touch the little raised stone on the altar, and it begins to glow. And you hear some kind of mechanism release inside the platform, and the stick just kind of raises up a little bit.
But not all the way.
No. But you can tell that the platform's not holding on to it anymore.
Okay. Well, I reach for the stick and I try to pull it out.
Okie doke. It comes free.
Congratulations, you're King of England.
Now you have a walking
Um,
stick.
Well, I had a walking stick before,
Now you got 2 of them.
but I think. Well, he
Double
said it was a
walking
wand,
sticks.
so I don't think it's long enough to be a walking stick. But
It's-
I am going to do.
It's I checked and it's actually part of a staff.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna do a spellcraft check and see if I can learn anything. Oh, damn it! It was 19 forever, and then I just scratched a 3. Which doesn't matter because my spellcraft is apparently. Oh no.
You are pretty sure this thing is missing a few components.
Okay. Guys, this is not complete. We need to find other altars, maybe.
Okay. Perhaps some of these other locked doors?
Let's go
Or
look.
door?
Well, there's a door down here, like right next to it.
Yep. And
Let's-
there's one on the far other opposite end.
Let's check out this one.
Perception on the door, anything about it.
It's an iron door.
Is it locked?
Are you trying the handle?
Yep.
Should check for traps, boy.
That's what I was doing.
No, you said tell me something about the
Perception.
door. No, you have to declare
That's
you're
what
looking for
I've been
traps.
doing this entire time.
I'm sorry, man. You
You're
didn't
being-
say it.
on. Fine, just do the damage.
Ooh, it changed colors. So pretty. It's now like blue, gray.
So as you
color.
try the handle, there begins to be a layer of water on the floor, and the pillars, the 4 little spigots on the outside of the pillars, begin pumping water into the room.
Well, we might as well leave
That
this entire
shit.
part of the dungeon.
I can swim. I'm a good swimmer. I have like 5.
I'm not.
Right?
Me too.
I'm a bird.
I'm a really bad swimmer,
Well,
I'm a bat.
and my Pete is as a fire beetle. So let's figure out how to stop this.
so Darb,
Oh,
get ready to
shit,
make
there's
sure
something
from
by
now on
that
I'm going to do
hole.
nothing but check
Can
for traps
we-
every square.
Can we open the door
No, I
at
am.
all? Is the door open?
There's something by that whale.
Damn it. It's
Ooh,
not
let's
supposed to be
ride the
there.
whale.
I honestly don't even have time to do this fight, so.
It's not a fight.
Oh, it will be.
Doesn't have to be.
Be friendly to whales. No whaling.
So
There's a what now?
after about, well, what are you guys doing now that the room's filling with water?
Oh, we should
Panicking.
crack some
I am
door
sitting here
open so
panicking.
it floods the water.
Well, it's a really big room. Like, you've got a lot of time. The water is probably inch deep.
Okay.
You can drown in
Um,
inch-deep water.
That's a valid point.
True. What did that door open when he pulled the handle?
No.
Why would?
Bust it open or unlock or pick
It's
it.
an iron door, so that's not going to happen. So I'm going to try to pick it.
Okay.
You're not successful.
Can you
I'll
try again? Yeah.
You hear something click, but the door still won't move.
Brumar, instant rage hit it.
Instant rage hit.
Brumar attacks the door.
Okay. He attacks the door, and he dents it. And you
Hit it
hear
again.
some sloshing. Actually, I need perception checks.
I didn't do so well.
It's gonna be those fucking mermen from Cabin in the Woods.
All right, so Kirik is the only one to see this then.
What is this thing?
While you guys are trying to beat down the door, Kirik, you see the water around the corner move kind of strangely, and it forms into a kind of human-looking figure that peeks around the corner.
Okay. Does it look like it's particularly aggressive? Okay. Wait a damn minute, we can trace our lineage to water elementals. We're Undine, damn it. This is... Alright. Can... It probably speaks in Celestial. Cyclemera, where is he? He's hiding in the other room. The coward. Doesn't move that.
Oh
He speaks
shit,
Celestial.
my bad.
He already read it, so
He does.
maybe talk to the
He
thing?
does speak Celestial. Are you pointing?
He could...
Are you pointing it out?
Yes, I would certainly like to point out the moving, living water that's peeking at us.
When you pointed it, it sees that you did, and it vanishes.
I'm gonna let everyone know that there's things in the water. They're alive. But I think
Maybe we should
I
try
don't-
the other door?
I think we should probably keep trying this door. What the other door? Oh my god, it's midnight.
Because
God
the
damn
other
it.
door is too far away.
I mean, this is an immediate way out of the room, but I mean,
It's the
Brumar can
door.
keep
Yeah.
trying that door.
Bruma attacks the door again.
He's gonna have
There we
like
go.
bad shoulders.
He's gonna have bad shoulders.
He's a fucking barbarian. He can pound on a door forever.
He slams his hammer into the door again and dents it further.
I'm going
Anything
to
happen?
attempt. I'm going to attempt to address whatever was here before,
Okay.
and say that well, it probably doesn't speak my language, but I'm going to basically try to say something in a calm voice. I don't know, bacon or something.
So Elithis and Cyclemera both notice it pop up out of the water over here.
I'm pretty sure that Cyclemera would try to talk to it and be like, "Hey,
The shit.
what are you?"
But before he can get a word in, you hear in Aquian, which you all speak because you're Undine.
Undine.
I'm not.
True, Thomas has no idea what's being said then. It just sounds like gurgling, sloshing sounds. So in a very soft voice, she asks you, well, he, doesn't really matter. What are you doing here?
Trying to find the people who've, well, done this to this tomb?
Are you the Lightbringer?
In Undine, I say that I am the Lightbringer and cast light on myself.
Oh!
Oh my god, that turned out way
That's
more
too
dorky
Jesus-y.
than I was imagining.
I'm the Lightbringer.
I am the Lightbringer.
My Lanta. That's pretty rich. Okay. So she kind of flinches for a second, and then she like gets nearer.
Come closer, child.
And she asks you, are you here to free me?
I ask her how I can, or I guess her. Ask it how I can free it.
So she doesn't answer, but she points to the well.
Just throw you in the well?
I Sense motive. Nat
Wow.
20.
Beautiful.
So it's difficult for you to discern because she has no like facial features or anything that you could read, but her demeanor, um, in your infinite wisdom as a druid, um, you think that she is probably unable to say, but you think that whatever is keeping her here must be something to do with the well, and you think she's being genuine about that.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go up to the well. Brumar's gonna keep hanging on the door.
I'm gonna tie a rope from my camping supplies around his waist.
And at this point, the pumps have stopped, so you've got like ankle deep water.
Okay, cool.
My feet are going to smell like shit.
Yeah.
Hey Brumar, could you be just the biggest friend and come over here and hold on to this rope for me, please? Be an anchor.
Brumar is his brother's anchor, always.
Yes, we will both hold on. Just in case that whirlpool from
Okay.
Futurama starts turning him into an old man.
Well, that'd be fun.
I ask the creature, what's it again? Or do I know what it is?
No, you didn't roll knowledge and you didn't ask for its name.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
you
I'm
can
gonna
speak
roll
its language.
knowledge and try to discern what type of creature it is. Just because I'm curious.
You know it's from
I
the plane
suck.
of water, so you don't know anything about it because it's not natural.
Cool. I'm gonna ask Psychomeric to try to figure out what it is.
I'm not sure if he has knowledge planes or not, but I'll look. He doesn't.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask what its name is. What is your name?
My name is Mavura.
Mavura. Well, how can you seem trapped by the well? How can I help you?
Not the well.
Then what traps you here?
The bottom of the well.
Oh God. This is why I brought the rope, people.
I'm not very good at swimming.
Ooh, can I volunteer?
Do you want to?
Is my swimming better than Thomas?
I don't know.
Well, this thing is beckoning him into the well, and we all know what happened
That's
to Bob.
true.
Yeah, Bob died.
Bob is floating dead at the bottom of the well now.
But Bob
And
is
if-
also a fire beetle.
Yeah,
I actually, God damn it.
Pete's not doing so great.
Pete is sitting on
But
the
can't
stone
Pete
above the
can't
water. He's
that or
afraid.
be riding on someone's shoulder? I mean, it's the size of a cat. It's not that
He's
big.
not
Yeah,
a
he-
literal fire beetle. It's more like a firefly in beetle form.
Okay, yeah, he's riding on Brumar's shoulder so that he doesn't get wet and suffer the same
Oh
fate
yeah,
as
right
Bob.
on the dwarf. That's safe.
Hey, he doesn't have to be very high. He just has to be not wet.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And Brumar can carry him. Okay. How if I jump in the well, can I save you, Mavera?
Come.
Is it like the Hercules kind of thing?
I jump in the water and try to swim to the bottom.
Oh my god. Does
One
anybody have
second,
air
let me-
crystals, or did anybody pick those up?
Nope.
All right.
Air crystals?
Elithus jumps into the water.
Tug up before he jumps, I let him know to tug on the rope if he's in trouble.
Oh, is it
That's my
tied around
swim
his
trick.
waist? Okay.
Yeah, it's my swim
Yeah.
trick.
All right. You successfully descend. I need another roll to get all the way to the bottom, though.
Good thing he's got light. God damn it.
This
I
is
got like
scary.
2 minutes max.
Nice. Okay. So you touch bottom.
And then I'm curious what I see.
Well, it's pretty dark down here, but luckily you brought light with you because you're clever. There is exactly. There is. It's just kind of muddy down here. You're gonna have to look a little longer. That's much better.
Ooh, a gem.
So you find a rather large blue chunk of what looks like glass.
Well, since I'm, swimming and I'm not very good at it, I'm gonna grab the blue chunk of grass and tug on the rope.
Okie doke.
And we pull him up with strength check, most likely.
Yep.
Me and Brumar.
Let me pull up Brumars.
And Thomas. Everyone! Boo! Or pull, not push.
Everyone,
You're not
get
push.
in here.
You fucking... Everyone, get in here!
Oh, what? That didn't roll strength. Oh, maybe I need to reopen it. Give me a sec.
That's such a funny card.
It is. I finally put it in my mage deck.
Oh god. As if you needed more things.
Well, I have a secrets deck that was really struggling against like Face Hunter, and that works really well.
Well, I want to stay here. Hold on.
Yeah, that's a good enough strength check from Carrick. You pull
Cool.
him up. He pops out of the water.
Everyone saw it. I saved the Lightbringer.
I'm the hero.
Pete immediately jumps back onto my shoulder. He doesn't
You're
like
wet?
dwarf.
That gem is not in the well. Yeah. How big is that? How big is that chunk? Like fist size?
Yeah, a little bigger than fist size.
So that stick you found earlier. I'm sorry, that wand.
Puzzle
Um,
pieces.
I ask if Vera is still around.
She is. Hold on, my roll20 is being bizarre. Just let me highlight the text for F's sakes.
You know, if we did these on Monday or like Tuesday, I could be here until like, like Wednesday. I could play until Wednesday.
Lol.
But
Hold
no.
on. I'm gonna restart roll20 because it's giving me fits.
Well, unfortunately, I have to go. You're gonna have to tell me what happens, but I gotta
Okay.
get to work.
We'll wrap it up here.
Have a good one.
You too.
It won't let me edit the handout. This is really pissing me off. I'm gonna reload. There we go. Oh, so much better. There it is.
Cool.
Alright.
It's like a candy rock.
So you can hear Mavura talking to you. And she says, yes, yes.
Talking to all of us or just me?
All of you, but Inoculian, so Thomas can't understand her.
Okay. Is this what's imprisoning you, Mavara? This shard?
She asks, she says, imprisoning?
Are you... How can I save you?
I don't need saved.
What do you want then?
What would you like from
I want to leave here.
Will this glass piece release you then?
Release me?
Let you leave? Let you leave this building, this crypt?
It's my home.
Then why do you want to leave?
No, the shard.
Oh, the shard's your home. You're gonna meld with it then?
You don't see her right now anyway, so
Wait, so she wants to leave the shard or she wants to leave the dungeon?
she wants
The
to leave
shard's
here.
her home.
That's why she can't leave. It's because
Okay,
she's bound to the crystal.
gotcha.
I have no fucking idea what's going on.
We should translate. Someone should
Cyclemera
translate
is
too.
translating for Thomas.
Good.
Cool.
Cool, then
Oh,
Well,
okay.
you're
should hang
welcome to
on to the-
join us in
Yeah.
our travels. Would
She
you like
says
that?
that she's already chosen the Lightbringer, and she will follow.
Oh, looks like you got a girlfriend.
Aww.
Well, I don't know if it's a girl or a guy. I just know its name is Mavura. It could be a guy. Could be a girl. Could be an it.
It's
Yeah.
genderless.
No sex.
You
Yeah.
got good companion nonetheless.
Hmm.
I love companions.
Apparently, collect them.
You're magnetized. Are they magnetized to you?
I'm gonna try to knowledge nature on the stone and see, and I guess I can also spellcraft to see like anything I can figure out about the stone. Give me a second,
Okay.
because spellcraft doesn't like me. There it is.
Okay, I'm gonna do a knowledge religion as well. Okay, that's better. So with spellcraft, you and Cyclemera take a look at the gem, and you're both fairly certain that it was once part of something much, much bigger, and it is most definitely emanating a very, very powerful magic. But the magic doesn't seem to be related directly to Mavura, but it is water planar, definitely. With knowledge nature, you're not going to get much other than it's extra planar. With Cyclemera's knowledge religion, though, he remembers a creation myth that you guys have heard a few times when you're growing up and just existing. Let me get that. There it is. So, a common creation myth among Latians holds that Thorold, the three cities, was once home to these great big things called the aspect pillars. And the aspect pillars were believed to have been channels of power that the gods used to bring the elements into being and fuse them together. And so all of creation flowed out from the blending of elements in Thorold. So as time passed, creation began to take form. Evil stumbled upon what had been made, and through its greed and hunger, added its own brushstrokes to the painting of creation, corrupting and dooming it to destruction. Then it is said the gods chose to grant power to their creations, living things, in order to protect the aspect pillars. If indeed any of the events of the myth transpired, it has easily been 2,000 years since. Cyclemera thinks, or suspects, that this might be a shard of the pillars.
So it belongs in Thorold,
Maybe.
possibly.
Hmm.
Okay. Do we think it has any relationship to the stick?
Oh, I forgot to tell you that with spellcraft. No. You can tell very easily that the gem is much, much larger than the slot on the staff.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put it in my bag
Okay.
and let Mavera know that it can, join us on our adventures.
She thanks you.
You're welcome.
And the water drains out of the room.
Beautiful.
Yay.
Pete gets off my shoulders because he's heavy.
Pete gets off your shoulders. Your house cat-sized beetle getting a little heavy to carry.
Hey, I'm not very strong, but he doesn't like the dwarf.
Okay, which door are we trying? Are we stopping?
I think we're stopping here, actually, if that's
Yeah, we
cool
should
with
stop.
everyone. It's pretty late.
Sounds good.
We've unlocked so
Alright.
much story tonight. Oh, I'm so excited.
Woo! Good job.
Lots of crazy stuff. Let me update my log to have the stuff about Mavera.
Hmm.
Okay.
Man, you wouldn't believe how long the last group that I ran this story with took to figure out the Lightbringer puzzle. It was ridiculous.
What? Cast light on the thing?
Yeah, well, they didn't put two and two together, I guess, or they forgot that
Oh.
they were able to cast light, so they like came within a
I
hair's
love light.
breadth
It's on my
of.
like always
I
have
know,
list.
they came within a hair's breadth of having to fight Mavura. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, way to go. We're smart people.
Yeah.
Clever. Bedtime. Alright.
Hmm.
Good night.
Thanks, guys.